Welcome back here at the Policy Change exhibition, which is part of the 5th Interregional Cooperation Forum here in Brussels, where we are collecting stories of the actual impact and policy learnings of Interreg Europe projects. And in this episode, I'm joined by Susanna Vanhamäki, who's from the Lahti University of Applied Sciences in Finland. And you've been part of the BIOREGIO project, which is all about boosting bio-based circular economy models and sharing expertise in that. Welcome, Susanna.
Yes, thank you.
Now, if we go back in time a little bit, what challenge were you facing that made you join this project?
Well, when we were setting up this project, we actually joined this same kind of forum when it was organized in Rotterdam, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and we discussed with a few partners of potential partners, and we all had the same challenge about how to develop circular economy. We wanted to develop circular economy in the regional level, and we were looking for a suitable focus. And then the bio-based issues were on topic in all the regions which we had.
By
in the beginning.
coincidence, or is bio-based just the easiest way to start?
Well, actually, the first partners we had, we were like. That was the interest we shared. It was the thing we had in common, that this is the issue that needs to be solved. And it's actually, it's even more current right now when we are facing the new EU regulations that, for instance, about the separate collection of bio-waste, which has to be organized before the end of 2023.
Exactly, so you were right on the mark.
So we were kind of, yeah.
And why is the regional scale so suitable for creating circular economy models? Why not go national or even European right away?
Well, actually, the EU and also national level has certain targets of circular economy. And for instance, in Finland, we have a national circular economy roadmap set up in a few years ago. But to concretize these targets on the regional level, we found it really important to come down one step, like nearer to the people and where it actually happens.
Exactly.
And that's why we discovered that it would be really important to tackle circular economy on regional level also.
Yeah, so you embarked on a journey and interchanged a lot of knowledge, met with a lot of partners, and now it's 2019. Can you share some of the key learnings that you are pulling from this project?
Well, as we discovered in the beginning, for instance, and which has been the topic all the time, for instance, the bio-waste collection is one issue that's really been on the topic on each of our interregional events organized in the project. But
for me as a layman, what is the key challenge there?
Well, the key challenge is that bio-waste, for instance, like food waste from households, it contains a lot of nutrients which could be recycled. And right now it's not happening. We're not making use of them in the best way we can. So to organize that process to get biogas and nutrients out of the bio-waste, to get them back in the circular economy.
Yeah.
That's one challenge that has to be solved in the coming years.
And what have you learned on how to better do that or be smart about that?
Well, we are sharing, for instance, good practices on how it has been organized in the regions involved in our project. And we have been visiting biogas plants set up in different, for instance, like municipal, but also like smaller scale, which is interesting too, because I think there are some solutions can be made on regional level, but then also we kind of have to have local solutions also for handling the bio-waste. Yeah.
So it sounds like the whole determining the right scope and scale is some of the key challenges in creating a proper circular economy infrastructure.
Yes, and then I think that in our project we are trying to share solutions on different scales, and also like tackling the whole big picture of circular economy. Like for instance, in our region, in Päijät-Häme in Finland, where Lahti is the main city, we have this regional circular economy roadmap set up, and that's like we have defined together with our stakeholders in the region, we have defined a bottom-up roadmap how the region wants to take the steps towards the vision of being a circular region. And and this has been really interesting in our project regions, and it has been inspired our other regions also outside of the project, but they have gotten some ideas how to proceed with their regional circular economy.
All right. If you would have to say, in summary, what effects do you see back in Finland by the fact that you now are taking these learnings, applying them, doing bottom-up approaches? What do you see happening? What is the effect?
Well, the effect in Finland, I think that we have learned a lot, we have learned to see our region from outside in a way. So earlier we thought, we had in mind that we think it's a good approach, and we want to go for it, but being a part of the Interreg Europe community and sharing this good practice and discussing it with others have opened our eyes to see that this is really something quite special and something to be shared and something that others are interested in. And we hope that and we have already noticed, and we hope that even more regions will see this really as a possibility how to concretize the regional goals.